Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. And the Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer.
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. with the catch. It's Gibson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake jumped. The ball was out behind the line. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He fires a bullet to the right.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. He's got the back in the middle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Noles have moved it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Seminoles! And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run. Runs through the tackle. Discards him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Alabama quickly back to the line. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Mack. Working that left side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Makes the catch. It's Brown.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Back to throw, it's Glenn. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 6th play of the drive coming up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Coming after him. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock up. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And now on second down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Mack. Got his man quickly. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. But he's got enough to move the sticks. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it, using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. 1st down for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And, guys, they really need to... Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a disappointment. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Setting up the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He wants to throw. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't